My name is Jeff Day. I'm an architect.
Inside, there is magic happening every day. Just ask Dan and Teresa Brewer. Jeff has taken their dreams and turned them into their dream home.
We need an architect who would assist us in putting together a floor plan that would fit our lifestyle, was functional for our use with our 4 children, and so Jeff was able to do that with us. I would say he exceeded our expectations.
This particular lot is a corner lot. It's on a quiet street, but it's also on a pretty heavily driven street as well. So the biggest demand was that you have to kind of augment that sound from the cars. So the way the house is situated, the products that we use, the way we insulate it, the window products, all those things had to be considered. There's a lot of builders that have built kind of the same home over and over, and architects tend to have a more broad range understanding of different design aesthetic and needs and thinking through those kinds of things. And my company in particular, we think it's very personal when somebody's doing a home. A lot of architects out there will just keep throwing designs at people until one sticks. We want the client involved early on. And if they have a contractor selected, it makes it go so much smoother. Architect and a contractor and the homeowner, in our opinion, is really all part of a team. The architect's going to handle the detailed intellectual side, so to speak, of it, the white collar side of it, consulting with the engineers and otherwise, getting the drawings put together.
Dan and Sherry Marshall are using Jeff to create the home they couldn't find.
We basically came to the conclusion that we couldn't find the exact house that we really wanted, so the only way to do that was to actually get an architect and do a design.
We wanted to build our dream home.
Our initial consultation is always free. We want to make sure that you guys like us and that we're going to make a good team working together. Once we've decided, or you've decided, that we are your architect, we all sit down and, again, we take this really personal, just as though it's our own home, but not so personal that we force our ideas on the client. So we'll sit down with sketch paper and everybody gets a pen and we're sitting at a table and everybody's just sketching around ideas, talking through it. I would probably not do a flush hearth, I'd do a raised hearth.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Clients don't just wake up one day and say, let's design a house, and then they go call an architect or a builder. Commonly, they've been thinking about this for years. They're collecting pictures and they see ideas and they take pictures and they're cutting magazines up, buying books. And that whole collection of ideas is what we want them to bring to the table, because these are ideas that they've fallen in love with that we can help them realize inside of their design.
For the Marshalls, Jeff Day took their ideas, added a few of his own, and the results are a dream home come true.
Process was actually really good, and working with Jeff, one of the best things about working with Jeff is we interviewed a few architects, and Jeff was the one guy that actually came out, went to a couple places, we looked at a couple houses, really worked with us totally on what we wanted and listened to what we wanted. We sketched and sketched because we had so many talks, like pre-talk, like learning what we wanted out of the house, that when he drew it up, it was like we just fell in love with it right away. 99%
of our work is word of mouth. And I think that's a testament to what it's like to work with us. People have given our name over and over. There are people that come back to us. We've been in business 5 years. We have several clients that have come back to us and done multiple projects with us.
And what is Jeff Day's background?
I fell into architecture. There were a series of circumstances. I went to school to be a graphic artist, and a series of circumstances put me into an architecture school after I had already started school to be a graphic artist. And I've always loved working with my hands. I mean, in high school, I actually built out my mom's lower level at her house. So the construction side was always there for me, and even now a hobby for me is to put up crown molding in my home or things like that. And so when I fell into architecture in college, it just fit like a glove.
Jeff and his team were an awesome bunch to work with. They were very knowledgeable, they were very helpful in design and really getting what we wanted.
Jeff Day Architecture, designing dream homes, large commercial buildings, and importantly, incorporating the green initiative into every design. You can contact Jeff through this website, jeffdayllc.com.